dear children of class 8, I am Mrs. P. White. I am back with my second video, second session of the growth of nationalism in history, French Revolution. The first video I have already sent to you, and I have explained in my first video the causes of the revolution, political causes and social causes. Now I am going to the economic causes. Now what were the economic causes of the French Revolution? As you already know that how King Louis XVI and his wife Marie Antoinette, who were ruling at that time, they were, I have already explained in my last video that they were marked as very bad monarchs, meaning they were not ruling over France in a proper way. They were treating the common man in a very low manner. The common man was ill-treated. And economic causes, extravagance of the ruling class led to the economic crisis, meaning the rich, the nobles, the kings, the queens, they were spending all the money of the treasury in their own luxuries, in their own feasting, in their own rejoicing, in their own good things. Whereas what was happening to the treasury of France, it was getting emptied out. So when the luxuries are going, when all the money was being spent on their good things, what was happening? That definitely economic crisis was prevailing. That means people on the all over the country, the common man all over the country, there was no welfare for them. There was no jobs for them. There was no food for them. There was, meaning they were going into more and more agony, more and more suffering. So see, first point was extravagance of the ruling class led to economic crisis. Extravagance means that they were very big spendthrifts. They were spending the money uselessly, and they were not spending the money on what was necessary for the welfare of the people. Another important point in economic crisis is Louis XVI, 14 and 15 and 16. Now why they worsened the economic condition of France by participating in, meaning useless wars. 7 years wars they fought against Britain. Now why were they fighting these wars? It was not necessary, but they were just going on with the useless wars, and these wars were taking away the money of the people who are paying the money in the form of taxes. The common man was under the burden of taxes, but that same money of the people was spent in useless wars, was spent in their luxuries, was spent in their the things that they wanted, but they were not bothered about the welfare of the people. See, taxation policy in France was faulty. The rich were not paying any taxes, whereas the poor, the peasants, the low class, they were under the burden of taxes. And it should be just the opposite. The higher should be paying more tax because they are rich, and the common man and the poor people should be paying less tax because they are poor. But they were under the burden of taxes, and those who were the higher, the bureaucrats, the nobility, the high class, they were hardly paying any taxes. So the whole taxation system policy was all faulty, meaning it was not proper. It was having some kind of defect. See, so 4 points come under economic causes, that how the people of France were economically exploited. They were under the burden of taxes. Now next point, I'll just take one more point, the role of intellectuals. Now who are the intellectuals? The great writers, the great authors, the people who were very intelligent, those who could write something. So how did it play an important role in the causes of the French Revolution? They were the ones who wrote, like you have the names of Montesquieu, Rousseau, Diderot. It is all mentioned in your book. They wrote books trying to arouse the people's feeling against the prevailing inequalities. That means these books which were written by them, in these books they had tried to tell the people that people should be aware of what inequalities were prevailing in the society, how they were treated badly, whereas the higher class was living a luxurious life. So through these books, even the educated people could read and see, by means of their writing, these thinkers expose the ills of the French political and social setup. Meaning, they exposed the rulers, they exposed King Louis the 16th, they exposed Marie Antoinette, meaning the feelings of the rulers, how they were not trying to take care of the welfare of the people. So this is what they have tried to explain in their books, and they have tried to tell or bring it to the knowledge of the people, or arouse the feeling of the people, that the people should now wake up before it is too late. They should revolt. They should stand against the French rulers. They should stand against Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, who were ruling, and try and work for what? French Revolution was for what? Because they wanted a change in the government. They wanted democracy. They wanted equality, liberty, fraternity, feeling of brotherhood. These were the important points that were brought in these important writings given by intellectuals like Rousseau, Diderot, and your Montesquieu, and many more. So here I end my video, and I will be continuing with some more points, as the fall of Bastille is there. Then you have the important point of Declaration of Right of Man and Citizen, then significance of the French Revolution, what were the important points in the French Revolution, and how France became an important place under Napoleon also. What are the important reforms introduced by Napoleon Bonaparte? Now all that I will come back to you in my next video, and for today I end my video here till the role of intellectuals. That means my causes are over. First cause I explained, political causes. Second was the social causes. Third was the economic causes, and the role of intellectuals. And here I end my video. So children, please listen to it carefully, and then I'll come back to you with some more explanation. And for today, have a good day. Be safe. Stay indoors. Thank you, my dear children.